Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're doing a brand new reading. What will your next 30 days look like? In front of you there are 3 groups. The first one is French fries, followed by hamburger, and the third group is pizza. So please pick one or more with your intuition, and if you need more time to decide, then pause this video. Let's begin. Hi group 1, if you chose French fries or chips, then let's find out the next 30 days. So the overall energy of the next 30 days for you is the Chariot. Wow, this is beautiful. You know, the Chariot is all about movement, progress, forward momentum, and breaking out of anything that feels stagnant. So if you've been feeling like your life has been stuck, slow, or dragging, that energy is about to shift, okay? The next 30 days bring motion. So things that felt delayed or uncertain finally begin to move forward. This is the kind of energy where you start seeing real results from the efforts that you've been putting in, you know. For example, if work has been slow, if you've been waiting on news, approval, or a green light, you begin to see things moving, opening up, and aligning. You know, the Chariot isn't passive. It's the universe meeting your action with momentum. You know, the Chariot is about movement, traveling. So some of you may travel more than usual, change where you live or work, start a commute in a new direction, or rearrange your living environment, you know. It's time to leave old energy behind and step into a new chapter, new beginnings. You know, on the card, the Chariot, we have number 7 here, which makes me think about the 7th house, which is about partnerships, relationships, marriage, commitment. I know that this is the overall energy that we, try to get first, but the relationship energy is showing up strongly, okay? So then next 30 days bring movement in your connections. So you're going to see progress in your relationship. You're going to spend more quality time with your partner or people you love and care about. You're going to travel or doing more activities together or reignite passion and excitement in relationship, okay? And for those in long-term relationships or marriage, you might find yourselves bonding over new experiences and making plans for the future that feel solid and exciting. Well, this is beautiful. And if you're single, I feel that the next 30 days will look exciting. So you're gonna start to put yourself out there more to socialize, meet people while traveling or trying something new, feel more confident in your identity, your appearance, you know, and you're gonna start to attract people who match your pace and ambition, so that you can begin a connection that feels fresh, intentional, and meaningful. And regarding your work, you may start something new, whether it be a project, side hustle, hobby, or creative idea you've been sitting on, and if you've been sitting on the fence, this card is saying that go for it, okay? So it's a good time to launch something that you've been planning for months, or receiving approval for a new position or a new project. This is a good time to take control of your direction. Now I see the pregnant woman, which is strange about the Chariot card. The pregnancy thing, the fertility, suggests a theme of birth, creation, manifestation. Sometimes it doesn't always mean pregnancy, but it can, especially if you've been manifesting pregnancy. So it's coming for some of you, but it is the time for something new, a new identity, a new lifestyle, a new job, a new project, a new relationship, a new daily routine, health routine, or a new version of you, okay? And if your daily routine has been repetitive or stagnant, the next 30 days will bring change. So you might start a new health routine, like I said earlier, change your eating habits, rearrange your schedule, shake things up to feel more alive and energized, okay? So when you wake up every morning, you feel more excited to start the day. The Chariot encourages you to take charge, to shape your rhythm, and to re-energize your life with intention. It's full of movement, progress, travel, relationship development, new beginnings. You may see this motion in some parts of your life, such as love, career, health, daily routine, personal growth. So this is a powerful time to take action, guys. Trust your direction and let the universe meet you halfway, okay? Now let's get some cards for your career. So we have the Emperor. Many of you already know this card well. It's all about stability, authority, structure, and personal power. And many of you may have strong Aries placement in your birth chart, or you could be an Aries sun or rising. In your career, I feel like you're stepping into a phase where you take charge of your life. You're becoming more grounded, more focused, and more determined to get things done. Some of you have already established a strong foundation in your career. You know what you want, and you're working toward it with clarity and confidence, It's a powerful side of career stability, prosperity, and authority. Some of you are already managers, team leaders, entrepreneurs, business owners, or someone taking on a supervisor or leadership role in the future soon. Or, you're about to step into a position of power. This card gives me King and Queen energy. Someone who knows what they want and knows how to get it. So you're trusting your inner voice, your logic, your intuition to guide you toward the right opportunities, If you're already doing something you love, expect more abundance, recognition, popularity, and success to flow in. For some of you, fame or fast growth could be coming. And it may happen suddenly or unexpectedly. And I feel like, some of you already in the public eye, or many people know you. You have a determined and decisive personality. Kind of like when you say you're going to do something, you do it. You keep your promises. You take action. You are a walk the talk kind of person, But sometimes you can be a little bit bossy, even at work or at home, because you naturally slip into the role of the one in charge. But people don't see it as rude. They see you as someone who knows what they're doing. You bring order and clarity where there is chaos, You're not only someone who wants to succeed in your relationships, you also want to succeed in your career. You want to build something meaningful, something that represents who you are. So I feel that at some point in your life, maybe very soon, I see you leading a team, working with many people, or having people work for you. You are a leader, a creator, initiator, or even a trendsetter. You start something unique, and a week or months later, you notice people copy you, copy your work. People admire your ideas because they are original. You like to do things your own way, Now we have Three of Wands. Your career energy expands even more. This card is about movement, travel, opportunity, and growth. So some of you may travel more for work. Remember earlier we had the Chariot card, and now we have the Three of Wands. So everything is connected together. So travel more for work. Plan business trips. You may even study or learn new skills, new things. You may work with people, clients, or companies from overseas. Some of you may expand your business internationally, or even relocate to a new city, new country for a better opportunity, You also have an active mind. Ideas, plans, visions, thoughts constantly running in your head. Sometimes that can feel overwhelming or exhausting. So you should rest and do what you can and let the rest unfold. Some of you may make money from overseas, attract international clients, or connect with new cultures, people, and communities. This brings new blessings, new connections, and celebrations into your life. And I feel that, some of you may attend more parties, events, conference, gatherings, networking events, or social situations where you meet new people or important people. And I feel like, you're naturally a people person. You're warm, friendly, open-minded. You accept people for who they are, which is why you can make friends from all walks of life, You have that charm that draws others toward you. Kind of like at work, you treat your co-workers like teammates or even like family, not just employees or colleagues. Because you lead with respect, not fear. And you care about people, which is why people respect you in return, which is awesome, guys. More money will flow into your life, and many of you are focusing on creating stability, like saving, investing, building. And if you're not happy with your current job, I feel like Spirit is saying that eventually you will follow your true path. You will start something new, even if it feels uncertain at first, but in the long term, it will make you happier because it aligned with your purpose. So guys, life is a journey of learning, not just a destination, Alrighty, let's move on to your love portion. I'm picking up several different messages for you. Even though this is the love section, I strongly feel that some of you are not actively looking for love or relationship right now, because some of you are stepping into your career woman, career man energy, focus on your money, finance, stability, your future during the next 30 days. Career and love are interconnected. You see them as equal pillars. If one area falls out of balance, you don't feel emotionally fulfilled. For example, if your job is flourishing, but your relationship is unstable, you still don't feel complete. And if your relationship is thriving, but your finances are shaky, not going well, your spirit feels unsettled. You don't feel happy because you want harmony in both areas, career and relationships, not just one, So over the next 30 days, I see your attention shifting more toward career, making money, finding new opportunities to increase your finance, savings, creating movement, and building a secure foundation. Some of you are tired of relationships that have drained you because you've been deeply hurt before, even emotionally abused or stuck in unhealthy cycles. But it's time now to let go, guys. Time to move on. Time to reclaim the parts of yourself you gave away. Because kind of like when you love deeply. Almost like you give half of your soul away. And this is why it takes you longer than others to heal, to forget, or to detach from the past. But that's okay. Healing is not a race. It doesn't happen overnight, And earlier we had the Chariot card, reminding you that forward movement is possible and that healing unfolds in divine timing. So it's okay to let go, guys, because letting go opens new doors, new people. When you release what is toxic and what no longer treats you with respect, you create more space for new people, new opportunities, and new emotional beginnings. So don't keep yourself stuck in situations where you feel unhappy, unseen, are not appreciated, And if you focus on career, expect new opportunities to collaborate or work with people who uplift you. These could be powerful allies, mentors, co-workers, or clients who help you grow and expand. And you could meet your potential divine counterpart or romantic interest through work if you're single. Some of you may even receive offers that shift your life, like stepping into your leadership roles or beginning projects that bring long-term wealth. Kind of like, maybe your colleagues recommended you for promotion or a new partnership forming that doubles your income. These are types of blessings circling you. And if you're married or in a committed relationship, you and your partner are building strong financial security together. This feels like shared goals, shared effort, shared dreams. You may be discussing investments, savings, or even working together on a business or project at some point later in life, or you already do so. I feel that your partner appears generous, supportive with their time, energy, and even their resources. Kind of like if you need financial help, they step in willingly. If you want emotional support, they do it, they offer it, they help you. And if you're planning something new, a move, a project, or a trip, they're right beside you. You've got a goalkeeper there. You may also be able to afford more leisure time, traveling, buying things you've wanted, taking vacations, or simply enjoying each other's presence. And for some, I even see the possibility of moving in together, upgrading your living situation, or planning a future milestone, If you're dating or hoping for new love or a reconciliation, there's a strong movement here. I feel like if you've been unlucky in love or your love life has been quiet for a long time, you've been single for long, the message here is that sometimes the universe delays blessings on purpose. Before the rainbow comes the storm. Before the miracle comes the lesson. You just know that your love story is not forgotten. It's coming. If you've been single for years, if you cried, healed, rebuilt, and wondered, when is it my turn? Your turn is coming. You will meet someone honest and kind, someone who treats you the way you deserve. But first, you have to release the fear of opening up. Not everyone is like the people who hurt you. Once you let go of the past, new doors will swing wide open. Many of you will meet someone while traveling, studying something new, or after releasing something or someone that no longer aligns with your soul, I feel like, new love is coming. Someone is coming in with an offer if you're single, a genuine love offer, a relationship offer, something grounded but passionate. And this person gives rather than takes. They're clear about their intentions. We have the Queen of Wands here. Someone fiery, confident, magnetic. They know what they want. They speak the truth and they pursue you with passion. This is kind of like fast, bold, direct energy. If they like you, you will know. They say it and they won't hide it, okay? I feel like the next 30 days, your sex appeal is leveling up. Your confidence is rising. You investing in your body, your health, your worth, and it shows. You glow from the inside out. You will attract more attention, guys. So people notice you more. And you might get more compliments. And if you're single, you might have multiple admirers. Like people wanting to take you out, spoil you, or show you genuine interest. Kind of like you leveled up and others can feel it, So we have the wheel of fortune here. The wheel is turning in your favor. So if your love life has felt empty, slow, or stagnant, that's about to change. Doors are opening for you. People are entering. Opportunities are flowing. So expect multiple offers, multiple paths, multiple new beginnings. So you may get some love options here and you need to decide which one you want to date next or which one is the best for you. So guys, your destiny is shifting. And the universe is aligning someone or even several potential partners, romantic interests with your energy, guys, because you realize your worth. You leveled up your appearance, your sex appeal. Now, let's see your zodiac signs, okay? So we have Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Virgo, Leo, Capricorn, Gemini, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. So that's all I have for you guys. If the reading resonated with you, let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel for more readings. Thanks for watching. Bye. Hi, Group 2. If you chose Hamburger, then let's find out the next 30 days for you. So we have Six of Pentacles. Wow, it feels incredibly abundant and grounded in prosperity, guys. It's kind of like highlighting themes of financial flow, support, generosity, and well-deserved rewards returning to you. Money begins to move toward you rather than away from you. So some of you could get a raise in salary, a bonus, financial assistance, profits from your business if you have, or returns from an investment finally paying off. So someone may literally hand you money, offer financial help, or relieve a financial burden you've been carrying. So if you've been dealing with paperwork, legal matters, contracts, or court decisions, the cards show that the outcome is leaning strongly in your favor. Think of it as receiving what you rightfully deserve, like compensation, approval, or settlement. Energy flows toward you. I feel that there is a huge theme of good karma circling back, and the kindness, generosity, or support you've been showing others is now returning in amplified form, It's kind of like the universe saying, I saw what you did, and now it's your turn to receive. Wow, guys, this is excellent, And if you've been worried about money, relief is coming. A new opportunity may arrive just in time. Something like a new job, a promotion, a new position, or even a side hustle, a project that brings emotional fulfillment as well as financial improvement, You're stepping into greater commitment to your career, your long-term goals, and the skills you've been cultivating. So if you've been working hard, truly putting effort into building something stable, the Six of Pentacles here shows that the seeds you planted are starting to grow. Soon you'll be in a position where you can help others or give back in meaningful ways, You understand the flow of money, how to grow money, how to manage money, and how to use it wisely. I feel that many of you are naturally generous. Kind of like if you have $10, you're the kind of soul who doesn't hesitate to give $4 or $5 to someone who needs it. You love contributing, donating, supporting, and uplifting others, whether it's people or charitable causes. You have a golden heart, But you need to know that be mindful of overgiving. Your generosity is beautiful, but sometimes you may give too much. Kind of like your time, your energy, your money to the point where it exhausts you. So, you need to have a balance, okay? Overgiving can create imbalance. Not everyone deserves every piece of your kindness, and not everyone uses what you give in the right way. It's okay to set boundaries so you don't deplete yourself or drain your resources, okay? I feel that over the next month, your financial situation stabilizes. You may see more savings, money coming left and right, more consistency, or multiple income streams opening. Many of you will feel a sense of relief, knowing that you're no longer on shaky ground, I feel that many of you are quite lucky with money. Even when it looks like you're down to the last bit, support appears out of nowhere, either through a person, a sudden opportunity, or a stroke of fortune. You are someone who never truly runs out because the universe always looks after you, always sends someone or something to help you land on your feet. Wow, guys, this is a beautiful reading, just the overall energy of the next 30 days. Now let's dive into your career, okay? Wow, your career looks very positive. We have Three of Cups. You know what it is. This is such a beautifully uplifting card to receive around career. So over the next month, you step into a period of financial ease and professional joy. The Three of Cups is about celebration, happiness, and emotional fulfillment. So you might find yourself actually enjoying your work again, or feeling proud of yourself in a way that you haven't in a while. This is kind of energy where you might get good news out of nowhere. A project gets approved. A client returns with a big opportunity. A co-worker uplifts your name to the right person. Your popularity rises. A random lucky break lines up perfectly. Many people know your name more, And I feel that some of you already in the public eye, or many people know you. It's like the universe is saying, relax, you're supported. You don't need to worry about survival right now. And I don't feel that you would be struggling financially in the next 30 days because your career energy, your finance energy looks very positive, okay? 100%. You're carrying stable, grounded, abundant energy. Many of you are already financially stable, or at least responsible and smart with money. You know how to make money, manage money, grow money, and multiply money. This is kind of like entrepreneurial energy. Someone who knows their value and knows how to turn ideas into profit. Wow, guys, you're really good with money. I have to say that, okay? For some of you, this might manifest as a promotion or a new position, a pay raise, a more flexible or desirable job shift, acceptance into your dream company or program. If you're at school or you're looking to attend university or enroll into a university, you may get a scholarship or grants, or someone noticing your leadership energy and trusting you with more responsibilities. The Queen of Pentacles here is the card of someone who's respected, grounded, and thriving. Your effort isn't going unnoticed. You carry the Queen King energy here. Okay, this is a powerful intuitive message here. I feel like some of you may be the first in your family to become wealthy or financially free. Kind of like you breaking old generational patterns like poverty patterns, scarcity mindsets, or family limitations. This feels like the energy of someone becoming a first millionaire, or at least the first financially abundant, stable, or self-sufficient person in the family. And this comes from your discipline and work ethic. You work hard, you don't rely on handouts, government support, and you're building something lasting. That's why success and luck flow to you, because you've earned it, okay? And yes, there may be even help coming from family. Someone may offer financial support, a gift, or an opportunity as a sign of their belief in you, okay? Your energy is about achievement and momentum. You may receive recognition for your work, praise, raise, a title change, or even a bonus. Something you put effort into finally pays off. For example, your manager pulling you aside to acknowledge your progress. A client leaving a glowing review that boosts your reputation. Or an application, a proposal, getting approved, Or if you run a business, it's hitting a new milestone. You step into a phase where effort equals reward. Wow, this is excellent. This is beautiful. Now we have the High Priestess. This suggests that some of you may work in healing, spirituality, energy work, beauty, wellness, or intuitive arts. And if you work in any field that involves guiding, healing, or supporting others, this is a very aligned and blessed period for you. Some of you may even start working from home or developing a home-based business if you haven't done so. And if your finances were feeling stuck recently, that energy is shifting to. Things are finally moving. Some of you may receive a new job offer, a new side hustle, or receive a creative, intuitive idea that unexpectedly makes money. You might find a new income stream, or get a raise, upgrade a salary, or find a fresh way to increase your abundance. It's kind of like your heart and your finances start working together instead of against each other, So we have Two of Cups and the Devil card here. It's giving me a vibe of power, partnership, and financial magnetism. So you may work with someone, either a business partner, collaborator, a friend, or even a romantic partner who brings tremendous financial luck into your life. Sometimes the devil doesn't feel negative. It feels powerful, ambitious, and money-focused. It's the energy of two people who amplify each other's success when it pairs with Two of Cups here. So this could manifest as starting a business with someone, either professional, business, or romantic partner. Or you may meet someone whose presence boosts your luck. Or you find a partner who's financially stable and supportive. Or surrounded by a relationship that raises your social status or expands your network. Or someone who inspires you to level up financially. It's kind of like a win-win situation. You uplift each other. Money grows easier, opportunities flow, you attract abundance together, And if you're single, I feel that some of you may attract a partner from a wealthy or well-established family background, and their presence will bring stability and new pathways to your finance, to your career income streams. Wow, guys, this is beautiful. Alrighty, now let's move on to your love reading. So what's the next 30 days look like for you? So we have the Hermit here. Many of you will naturally be pulled into a period of solitude, introspection, and soul searching. It's kind of like the universe is gently dimming the lights around you so you can see your own heart more clearly. This phase isn't about loneliness, it's about alignment. Sometimes life requires you to pause, to pull back, and to rediscover who you truly are before welcoming in your partner. Think of it this way. If the universe were to send you the right person right now, but you were not emotionally ready, you might accidentally sabotage a beautiful connection. So instead, Spirit pulls you inward, not to isolate you, but to illuminate you, you know. And I feel that some of you may have to eat alone more often, travel solo, spend more time with a small circle of trusted friends, or disconnect from draining energies, or find comfort in silence or personal rituals like journaling, walking, meditating, traveling, you know. And this stillness allows you to identify what you actually want in the relationship rather than repeating old patterns. I'm sensing that many of you have been met with disappointment after disappointment, you know, like wrong people keep showing up, you know, you had to deal with wrong timing, mixed signals, false promises, empty promises. It feels like muddy water, like something is stuck here, something heavy has been blocking your ability to move forward. Some of you have even said to yourselves, why does the right person feel so far away? Why do the wrong people keep showing up, you know? You know, this block isn't a punishment, it's a protection instead. And I feel like, you know, you need to heal first. You need to work on yourself first. You need to find who you are. And then the universe will send you the right person, the one meant for you, okay? You kind of like a very passionate person. When you love with your whole heart. You crave passion, commitment, honesty, and peace. After dealing with chaos, dramas, betrayal, cheating, emotional turbulence, kind of like you're now ready for someone who brings calm, not confusion. You want a partner who's transparent, honest, fights with you, not against you, gives you peace instead of anxiety, you know. Someone who values loyalty, who matches your ambition and intensity. You know, it's kind of like you're very intense, guys. Your extreme can go high highs and low lows, okay? But you actually deserve love, someone who mirrors your energy. And for some of you, I feel that love hasn't been the priority lately. You may have shifted your energy into your career, business, or financial stability. And you're thriving, truly thriving. You're killing it in your career, guys. You're meant to live a comfortable, abundant life. You carry the mindset of someone who works hard, aims high, shooting for the stars, and never gives up. You know, your success is not accidental, it's aligned with your destiny here. And if you're in a relationship or married, I'm seeing a shared effort. You're working hard so your family is financially secure. You want to be a strong provider, someone who brings emotional and financial stability to your home, you know, regardless of your gender. You know, you and your partner together will create a life where money becomes less of a worry and more of a tool for enjoying life, you know, like travel, experiences, and comfort. You'll be able to afford luxury things, travel, experiences, you know. If you're single, I feel that once you successfully healed or you release the wrong people and you reconnect with yourself, you will attract people who match your frequency. And I feel that love hasn't been easy for you. Kind of like you've been met with lots of challenges, setbacks, heartbreaks, lessons, and loneliness. But these lessons, challenges are shaping you into the person who can sustain a healthy and long-lasting love relationship, guys. You know, the good news is that we have 9 of Wands and 6 of Wands here. You know, these cards are about, it's about successful, victory, and you know, I feel that your love life is not over yet. It's simply paused, preparing for a relaunch. And I feel that someone is coming toward you. Someone confident, successful, clear about what they want. They don't just enter your life to drain you. They enter your life to be with you. And this person will stand beside you, not behind you. They will support your dreams, grow with you financially, match your ambition. Someone who can bring excitement and stability. Someone know how to make you feel cherished, loved, appreciated, and seen, you know. Someone who understands partnership, relationship, someone whose life is already stable enough to welcome love, someone who shows up, okay, someone who keeps promises. With the Hermit appearing first, it feels like your spirit guides are leading you toward this person. Because on the card here, the Hermit card, someone is holding a lamp, guiding you. So it's telling me that your angel spirits guiding you toward the right people. And it will feel like a destined crossing of paths. And you and this partner may build a business together at one point, invest together, travel often, or create a lifestyle that you're proud of. And I feel that this relationship will make up for everything you've gone through. And the best part, they don't take from you. They give as much as you do. Because they will mirror your energy, guys, your drive, your love. We have the Four of Wands here. It's a card of celebration, union, harmony, and often marriage. So this partner is someone you're meant to be with. Someone who adds to your life rather than complicates it. So they may be successful in their field, well-known or respected, leadership-oriented. They could be confident and carry alpha type energy. They're ambitious and deeply loyal. They could come from a different culture, religion, or country. Distance or differences could be part of the story here, but they enrich the connection, And I feel that some of you may meet this person after a major transformation, like moving homes, changing careers, going through a spiritual awakening, or simply becoming your highest version, or finding who you are, and then you meet this person. Well, guys, so hang on tight. This person is coming, okay, if you're single. So now let's see your zodiac signs. So you could be a Scorpio, Pisces, Capricorn, Aquarius, Cancer, Aries, Leo, or Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Rising. So that's all I have for you guys. If the reading resonated with you, let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel for more readings. Thanks for watching. Bye. Hi, group 3. If you chose pizza, then let's find out the next 30 days for you. So we have the Two of Pentacles. I feel like many of you are standing at the crossroads right now. So you might feel unsure about what to do next or which direction to take. It's as if life has placed several options in front of you, whether related to career, relationships, home life, love, or children if you have. And you're trying to figure out what truly aligns with your heart, your values, your passion, your goals, Emotionally, things may feel a bit chaotic. You may feel all over the place. Like 1 minute you're optimistic and decided, and the next you weighed down by frustration or sadness because you feel like nothing good is happening quickly enough. It's like you're waiting on your manifestations, waiting on your wishes to come true, and you're tired of feeling like they're out of reach, I see the image of someone sitting under a tree with arms crossed, looking discouraged. You might be thinking, I know what I want. So why does it feel like I keep getting the wrong choice, the wrong people, or the wrong timing? For example, you want job A, but only job B shows up. Or you want a committed relationship, but the person you're dealing with feels uncertain or inconsistent, Because you want stability, but everything around you feels unpredictable. And this confusion is also tied to juggling two situations or two ideas or more at once. You may be torn between staying where you are right now or taking a big leap of faith. And between playing it safe or risking everything for something better. Because the Two of Pentacles here shows that an important decision is coming in the next 30 days. You need to make an important decision. You need to call it a shot, okay? One that could shape your career, your relationship, or your home life in a significant way. And I feel that no matter what this decision is, your intuition is going to be your biggest guide. It will guide you where you need to be. And you are incredibly intuitive, okay? Even if your emotions feel messy sometimes, but choose what resonates with your soul, okay? Not what looks the most practical on the surface. Choose the path that feels like peace rather than the one that feels like pressure, okay? And for some of you, this confusion heavily involves a relationship or a specific person you're dealing with. You might be questioning whether someone is being honest with you or whether they have good intentions. You know, you may wonder if they want something long-term or if they're just keeping you in the gray area or just keeping you in the friend zone, you know. If this connection makes you doubt your worth, or if the person makes you feel unsure about where you stand in the relationship, then this reading is strongly urging you to step back or to re-evaluate your relationship, okay? Because a healthy relationship should bring you peace, respect, honesty, and emotional clarity. And if you can't trust the person you're dealing with, if there's chaos, mixed signals, or unspoken truths, it becomes very hard to build anything real in the long term, guys. And if you ask them for clarity and you don't receive it, that's your sign to move on, you know. Many of you are either already healing or will begin a powerful healing process soon. And through that healing comes a brand new beginning, a fresh start that truly aligns with your soul's purpose. And I feel this could show up in several ways, guys, like a brand new job that finally feels aligned, a new career path that excites you, or a new romantic partner who brings you peace instead of confusion, or a new home or living environment that feels grounding and peaceful, or a new routine or healthier habits that reconnect you with yourself, or just a clean emotional slate where your heart feels open again, feel joyful again, you know. And it's like the universe is clearing out what's not authentic, what's not right, so you can step into a beginning that feels real, stable, and fulfilling, okay? Now let's get more cards to clarify. Let's get into your career readings. So we have Knight of Pentacles here. You know, the energy is beautifully steady, patient, and reliable. New opportunities are on the way to you, especially related to your professional growth and your finances. If you've been working hard and showing up every day even when it's not fun, the universe is letting you know that you will see the results of your labor. So it may not be a huge or sudden windfall, you know. It's more like a slow, steady build. Like slow and steady wins the race, you know. For example, a promotion that gradually increases your income, or a side project that begins small but gains momentum, or a client base that grows week by week, or someone recommending you to opportunities that lead to long-term stability, okay? You know, there's a strong masculine presence connected to your career. So this could be, you know, a boss, supervisor, a mentor, a business partner, a powerful client, or even someone you meet soon who becomes an important professional ally, you know. This person comes through as dominant, ambitious, business-oriented, someone who knows how to get things done. They may have dark hair, a strong presence, and a strategic mind. I feel that they will help you in some way, possibly from a distance, okay? I feel travel, relocation, or dealing with international clients or companies. Your work may begin involving back and forth travel, online meetings with people from other countries, you know, opportunities abroad, or a job offer that requires moving. If you've been craving a change, this is a confirmation that your career may pull you toward new horizons, new locations, okay? I feel like some of you have outgrown something in your career. Maybe your job used to challenge you, but now it feels repetitive, predictable, or uninspiring. Maybe you mastered your current role, or you've grown beyond the people you work with. Maybe you've been doing the same thing for years, but your soul now wants something fresh, exciting, something that matches who you've become, okay? You might even catch yourself thinking there has to be more than this. I need something that lights me up again. And I'm capable of so much more. Because I feel that your skills, creativity, and ambition have expanded, and your environment needs to grow with you. And whether you fully admit it or not, I feel that you're very creative. You get ideas fast, often brilliant ones, and you're someone who thrives in spaces where imagination and self-expressions are valued. For example, you could shine in design, writing, artistic work, or creative problem-solving position, or social media, branding, or marketing, or performing arts, singing, dancing, painting, music, or even entrepreneurship, because your mind is naturally innovative. And you're also a natural problem solver, the kind of person who likes finishing tasks, fixing what's broken, and finding solutions instead of getting stuck. I feel that there is someone around you might not be honest, helpful, or supportive, and that their energy might be blocking your progress. This could be a co-worker, a manager, or even the atmosphere of the workplace itself. So that's why you're standing at a crossroads. Something in your career requires you to choose stay or leave, keep going or start fresh, stay quiet or speak your truth, or continue the old path or leap toward your calling. And the card suggests that clarity is coming, guys, and that courage will be needed. Because deep inside, you already know what you want. Something you've been dreaming of doing for a long time. Something you might have pushed aside because it felt risky or unrealistic. But it's time now. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to begin, okay? And I feel that for many of you, the next 30 days bring movement, change, and possibly a completely new direction. For example, if you work in finance or accounting, you might shift into something more social or creative. Or if you in IT, you might move toward design, communication, or the arts. Something is refreshing, awakening, and renewing your professional path here. I feel like you're very gifted, guys. You have creative, expressive, problem-solving energy, and no matter what choice you make, you will make money. You're not choosing between success and failure. You're choosing between comfort and your purpose, okay? So guys, listen to your intuition because you're highly intuitive. And it's guiding you towards something aligned with your destiny. Money matters, yes, of course, but your heart wants fulfillment, belonging, inspiration, and recognition, and the next chapter of your career is opening right now, guys. Alrighty, so now let's move to your love portion. So we have 5 of Pentacles. It speaks about balance, especially between your responsibilities and your emotional life. You might be someone who pushes yourself hard at work, cares deeply about success, wants financial stability, and have goals you're determined to meet, okay? But here's the message. Don't forget the people who love you. And also pay attention to your family, to your loved ones, to your partner. Because in relationships, romantic or family, someone may be feeling unseen here. Not unloved, not ignored intentionally, just unattended, okay? They might crave your warmth, care, eye contact, a loving touch, or a conversation that isn't rushed. For example, if you work long hours, your partner may say you're tired, or we never spend time together, even if you're doing for the household, for your family. They want your heart. They want your attention, not just your presence, okay? So if you are in a partnership or marriage, the 5 of Pentacles urges you to soften, to reconnect, to show affection, not just in big gestures, but in small daily moments, okay? For example, giving your partner, your loved ones, undivided attention for 10 quiet minutes. Or sending them a heartfelt text or call during the day, If you spend a lot of time at home or carry many responsibilities for family, the message is you need something that is yours, not because you're failing, but because your soul wants room to grow. So if you're a housewife, homemaker, or a stay-at-home parent, or someone deeply connected to family responsibilities, it's time now to have a career goal, a personal dream, or a hobby that fills you, or a skill that makes you proud. Not just prove anything, not to escape your family, but to remind you that you exist beyond the roles you fill. So don't be afraid to take classes online, for example, or learn a craft or selling pieces. Study something you've always loved, or pick up a part-time job you generally enjoy or want to do, This is about empowerment, not rebellion. because your spirit wants you to stand strong on your own feet, even if you're surrounded by love, because if something bad happens, you can rely on yourself financially and take care of your family, you know. But another thing you need to pay attention is that you think a lot. Sometimes it's overwhelming because your mind has been racing non-stop. You tend to overthink. You think a lot about work, money, responsibilities, expectations, the future, the past, relationships, stability, you know. It's like you're carrying 5 people's thoughts in one brain, you know. But it's okay, you don't need to manage everything. It's okay to take a break. And I feel that some of you may be a perfectionist. You may want things done your way, and you may feel uncomfortable when others do things messily, slowly, or differently from you. And sometimes you're a bit critical of yourself, or family, or partner. So stop criticizing yourself. Stop over-policing your partner or loved ones. Stop replaying the mistakes of others, guys. People love you, even if they don't always do things correctly. Let people show love in their way. Let yourself relax, guys. Let the relationship breathe. Let the world spin without your constant watch, you know. If you're single, okay, this one is heavy, guys, really heavy. Its energy feels like someone who cried alone at night. Someone who held their chest because it physically hurt. Someone who wondered, will I be alone forever? Why did I trust them? Why did they treat me this way, you know? Because we have 3 of Swords here. So the card speaks about betrayal, heartbreak, deception. You know, so some of you may have dealt with people who lied, cheated, hid things, was selfish or neglectful, made you question your worth, took advantage of your loyalty, your kindness, didn't protect your heart. But guys, the heartbreak, the pain that you've gone through wasn't a punishment. It was a rerouting. It was a preparation. It happened for your highest good, so you would learn discernment, protect your heart more wisely, develop intuition, stop overgiving, stop settling, you know. And I feel that in the next 30 days or soon, some of you becoming more selective in relationship because you're no longer offering your heart for free. And you will test people. You observe more. You trust action over words. And here's the message for you. You won't die alone. You know, someone is coming who will love you deeply. But you must heal first so you can receive the love without fear, without sabotage, okay? I feel that your future in your love life is positive, even if now you don't feel so. But you need to take some time to work on yourself before you meet new people, before, you know, the right people enter your life. And for some of you, if you're young, if you're still at school, university, I feel like your main focus right now is career, education, financial stability, long-term goals, personal growth, and life direction. This is good, guys. And it's okay if love isn't your main focus, because right now, you know, you're pushing towards your purpose, your ambition, your clarity, your long-term vision. You know, and I feel that love will enter your life in divine timing, not rushed, not forced, not distracting you from your glow up, because you have so much ahead of you. Doors will open for you. Opportunities will appear. Your path will unfold step by step. And the future is not something to fear, guys. It's something being crafted for you in real time. So guys, you know, let go of what doesn't help you grow. Embrace what heals you, what builds you. Choose yourself first and everything else will follow. Because you know what? You heavily protected. You guided. You so loved. You're never alone. And your story, your next chapter is going to be so much brighter than the chapter that hurt you, okay? So now let's get some zodiac signs. So you could be a Leo, Aries, Virgo, Capricorn, Gemini, Libra, Pisces, or Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. So that's all I have for you guys. If the reading resonated with you, let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel for more readings. Thanks for watching. Bye.